trust doesn't come easy. It wasn't easy for Jeremiah to publicly buy land already captured by the enemy, but he trusted God. Listen, there's a lot of things that the enemy has that God is going to take from the enemy and bless you with it. He trusted God. It wasn't easy for David to believe that he would become king, even after he was anointed. Many of you, even today, you're in a position where there's a better position, but a lot of times you cannot see it. But when the set time has come, blessed be the name of the Lord, that is when you will sit in the seat. So, for David to believe that he would become king even after he was anointed, but then some things had to happen in David's life. There was warfare he had to fight. He had to wait for the appointed time, for the set time. Like Joseph was anointed, but he had to wait for the set time. But he trusted God. It wasn't easy for Moses to believe that he and his people would escape Egypt, even after God spoke to him from a burning bush. But he trusted God. I said to someone, stop looking for the burning bush. That was Moses' experience. Your experience would not be a burning bush, but know that you would experience God. It isn't easy for us to believe that God can fulfill his impossible promises either. But we must trust him. God, who worked in the lives of biblical heroes, will work in our lives too, if we will just let him, if we would just trust him. After Jeremiah bought the field, he began to wonder if such a move was wise. Sometimes God tells you something to do, and it just makes no sense. But if you know the voice of God, you will take the step and do what he's called you to do. So after he bought the field, he began to wonder if such a move was wise. He sought relief in prayer. When you hear God say to do something, go to God, inquire of God whether this is him speaking, and he will give you the peace and give you the clarity. Yes, it is him. So he sought relief in prayer from his nagging doubts. We would always have doubts. Lord, is this you? Is this my flesh? Is this the enemy? So you pray, you wait, you pray, you wait until you get that peace that passeth all understanding. Because doubts will come in your mind. In his prayer, Jeremiah affirmed that God is creator. God is the wise judge of all the ways of people. And God is our Redeemer. God loves us and sees our situation. Whenever we doubt God's wisdom or wonder if it is practical to obey him, we can review what we already know about him. Such thoughts and prayers will quiet our doubts and calm our fears. I'm speaking to you as one who God called. And it didn't make any sense to walk away from your job and say that God called you. But I inquired of the Lord in prayer. I had the peace of God that passeth all understanding. And this is now my 25 years of full-time ministry. Because doubts will come in your mind. And doubts will come through people speaking in your mind and said that cannot be God. But know that. Trust God. There's absolutely nothing too difficult for God. As I said, if he can make the heaven and the earth. As a matter of fact, if he can make you, if he can make man from the dust, he is God, all powerful, all knowing. If he can make the heaven and the earth, if he could say, let there be light, and there was light, He's still God. He's still speaking. If he can make the heaven and the earth, you surely can trust him with your problem. Believe that he is great enough and willing to meet your every need. All power is given unto me, he says, in heaven and in earth. I want to leave you with this. A few days in my spirit, I didn't talk it. In my spirit, I wanted some green beans. I wanted maybe 4 okras. And I decided that once I got that, I'm going to make me soup. 2 days later, doorbell rang. Didn't know who was at the door. Went out, saw nobody. The neighbor said, "Oh, someone left that bucket on your wall." Oh, I said, "Oh, okay." She said, "I think it's the gardener." In the bucket was green bean, 3 okras, but under the green beans there was green pigeon peas. I'm trying to say to you who have doubts of God that he promised to supply our need. Nothing, nothing, absolutely nothing is too difficult for God. So I pray that when you get this message, you will listen to it over and over. I pray that God will give you the peace of God that passeth all understanding, will guard your heart and mind, and that you will have a knowing on the inside, a knowing and trusting and believing. This is your set time. Nothing is too difficult for God. And this is your time for restoration. And as I said the other day, to recover all things. Absolutely nothing is too difficult for God. May you have a blessed day. May the peace of God that passeth all understanding continue to guard your heart. It is the set time. It's a knowing. I want you to take the doubt away, and I want you to have that knowing that nothing is too difficult for God. God bless you. This is Apostle Shirley Evans. I love you.